I felt depression. I felt to kill myself. I was the one who just thought to jump from my hostel window. So I'm very proud to say now that, because I say if my negativity will give someone's positivity, I'm happy to share my negativity. So if you're not good in studying, or if you're forced by your parents to take other stream, let's say science or commerce, whatsoever, nobody is asking why your relationship is failed, because might he have seen that all the relations are dragging down, or I don't like to study because after studying also I'm not able to get job. Maybe he have seen his in cousin's life, so for them dragging a story is a bit harder. Depression is an invisible disease. If you have any kind of disease, let's say kidney stone or surgical disease, you can remove it, but depression is something, it only come out when you share with your near and dear ones. How depression comes, that's the main fundamental part. How it comes, I say it's only come by your surrounding. So my fundamental line for depression is, it's good to be a listener than advisor, which is highly needed in today's era, where everybody are the free counselor, everybody wants to give advice, beta ye karo, wo karo, ye karo, but nobody is there to ask, like, are you really enjoying doing that? We all are same, it just how we input to the world is different. So social media, sometimes it help, sometimes it drag you, sometimes it's comparison. If you take use of advantage, you met lots of good personality, it's a easy connectivity nowadays. Being a good listener is the best and good advisor. What we have learned is only engineering is good, only doctor is good, only CA is good, politician is hard field, or acting is hard field. But I said every field have the best things, you have to just find the best fruits in the tree. Acceptance is the best gift you can give.
Hello, hi, welcome to the WitChat, and I am joined by Abhishek Buddhadev, who is not only a philanthropist, he's also a youth delegate for counseling related to mental health. He is also an actor now, very proudly so, and not just that, he has also been a very, very strong voice when it comes to representing India in the European Union. Welcome firstly to the WitChat.
Thank you so much.
I have to tell you that your story is very inspiring for me, especially because I know in today's time how important it is to talk about mental health. For someone who has gone through it yourself, I want to first understand, when the biggest misunderstanding which people have when it comes to mental health is that, oh, you don't look depressed.
True.
I want to ask, did you also face this question a lot back then when you were in that process of identifying your mental health and sort of reaching out to people for help?
I guess first of all, thanks for having me. And regarding the mental health, what I suggest is, we are the people who accept easily. If I was a kid, I wasn't good enough in playing cricket, so I was ashamed to say, being an Indian boy, I hate cricket, or I'm not good in playing cricket. But then I was ashamed, okay, people will judge me for that one. Okay, I'm not good in activities, I'm a shy guy, I'm introvert, but nobody come and bother to come and ask like what's going on in your life, If you're not good in studying, or if you're forced by your parents to take other stream, let's say science or commerce, whatsoever, nobody is asking why. So if it's come to a depression is an invisible disease. If you have any kind of disease, let's say kidney stone or surgical disease, you can remove it. But depression is something, it only come out when you share with your near and dear ones. Again, the one main point, now talking to all the peoples, how depression comes, that's the main fundamental part. How it comes, I say it's only come by your surrounding. It's only come by your surrounding. Example, if somebody, there are so many people who give you advice, like, okay, sir, can you walk like this? Can you do like this? But nobody is there to listen your talk. So my fundamental line for depression is, it's good to be a listener than advisor, which is highly needed in today's era, where everybody are the free counselor, everybody wants to give advice, beta ye karo, wo karo, ye karo, but nobody is there to ask, like, are you really enjoying doing that? Are you really comfortable to be introvert? Are you really good if you don't play cricket, but if you play other activities, So I literally felt there wasn't no one who asked me why question during that phase, but touch wood, slowly it went further, and I got opportunity by my sister who asked why, what's going on in your life, So
yeah, sometimes the most important question is why. And when you are asking this question now with your foundation, Moksha Foundation, because I feel that that is your way of sort of helping people because
True.
you know how important that
It's
help
very
is,
important.
right?
It's very important. Right now in Moksha Foundation, everybody wants to join. We get many CVs and everything. But touch wood, I'm more interested in listening their story because my fundamental view is, did you ever had COVID? So you know how hard it was.
Yeah.
Did you ever lose someone in your family because of cancer or whatsoever? You know the importance of cancer. So for me, did you ever been through mental stress? Did you ever had that aura where people abuse you, where people seduce you or molestate you or give you mental trauma? Then only you can understand someone's, life better. So my fundamental is, if you have gone through it, then you respect. Otherwise, there are many things going on. Why mental health? Why everybody is fine? But everybody have a simple story. Maybe they have a story of finance, relationships, studies, parental issue, or self-doubting issue, everything. So we all are same. It just how we input to the world is different.
True.
So
True.
yeah.
No, and what is the most difficult thing though, because every individual is different. The way they receive, treatment is also very different. For example, what has been the hardest part of being a counselor? Because you have to understand their psyche a lot of times.
I guess the first point is getting someone on board itself is a hard.
Yeah.
So once you try to call them and they don't pick up your call, second time you try them, they didn't pick up. Third time you tried them, they didn't pick up. I had one experience with my own team. So my team was trying to connect with some of the people and she didn't respond.
Yeah.
And team was like, hey, Bhaiya, she's not able to talk, so let's move on. I said, no. If you go to the hospital, you offer some fruit to the patient. One day say, I don't want to eat. Next day you bring a coconut water. No, I'm pretty full. Third day, चलो आज तो कुछ तो ले लूँ, शर्म के मारे कुछ तो ले लूँ, because every day we are offering something. So same thing, these are the people itself, coming out is a big step for them. Sharing someone's personal story or my story without expecting that he or she won't judge me.
Yeah.
The belief itself takes longer time.
You have to create that safe environment.
Create that safe environment that I'm just here to be your friend. There won't be anything. We are not disclosing anything. I just want to listen your story. I'm your new friend, You don't have to find me on Facebook or something. We are just sharing here and talking our things. I will share my up and downs. You share your up and downs. You give me the advice. I will give you the advice. So Moksha is doing only that. By youth, for youth. We don't want anything. We just want to be your new friends. So that's the only simple line we follow.
And not just in India, you are also a counselor who helps with the European Union as well, and in other parts of the globe as well, right? Do you see a difference in the way people, because I feel that a lot of times depression here in India, now we are still started to talk about it, but do you see the same response even in West, or are they more open to at least talk about it?
I guess in Moksha started in New York also, we launched there, and I guess as you said, people are more friendly to talk. At least they accept, okay, let me give a try. But in India, the first step itself is hard. So when you share the number, when you ask them to talk, the kids or the youth itself, for them, it took longer time to come in the upfront. And coming in the upfront also, we have to push more harder. Yeah. Okay, what's going on in your school? I don't like to go to school. What's going on at home? Why your relationship is failed, because might he have seen that all the relations are dragging down, or I don't like to study because after studying also I'm not able to get job. Maybe he have seen his in cousin's life, so for them dragging a story is a bit harder. In the Western country where people will upfront it, might they won't be happy with your advice, might be they won't be happy with the counsel, but they will share the story completely.
At least there is
at least the easier way that they will be more open to you. Might be they are not happy with the advice. Maybe they feel like it's not appropriate for me because my dilemma is different of your viewpoint. But I guess India first step itself is harder. Talking with someone, I recall there was one guy, it took 3 to 4 months just to open his talk, and I come to know, okay, he have a parental issue at home and he was so depressed. He goes to the school, he don't like it. He come at home, again, he have a whole that negative environment. And he said, I don't want to get married because I know this is going to happen. I don't want to study because I know whatsoever study you don't get finance. I said, it's not true, my friend.
True.
Whatever you see, it's not a reflection. What you perform is a reflection.
True. Do you think social media is somewhat to do with all of this comparisons and this? I mean, one of the major reasons for depression amongst youth, especially.
Lot. And I guess right now what we have thought, if there are comments coming on my post, I was experimenting this. There were comments coming on my post, comment coming on someone's friends. They won't reply. They won't reply back thanks or appreciate it. Okay, if they want to reply, they will reply in your private DMs, but not in the public. I said, why? He said, no, it doesn't look cool. I said, you don't have to count as your celebrity or busy person, but you should appreciate the person who wrote comments or something. What we are influencing, this is a profile of celebrity, it should reflect like mine. They have a follower, I should have a follower. Their dress should be from designer, I should from designer. But why you can't have your own profile? I recall one case. I was in Germany during late night. Some guy posted a story. It's my lifetime, goodbye, I'm going blah blah blah. One of my friends saw that story. He sent it to me. I called to India. Again, WhatsApp was off, so I directly called. I was talking to that guy. You won't believe that guy was sitting in a bar and completely crying. It was from Bangalore. And touch wood, I was talking till the end, till I said, "Ghar pahuncha," close the door and cut the phone. So that's what I have faced personally. So social media, sometimes it helps, sometimes it drag you, sometimes it's comparison. If you take use of advantage, you met lots of good personality, it's a easy connectivity nowadays. True. But same time, the comparison, judgmental is going all around the world. So making nominal thing is very important at the moment.
I can completely understand, but when I hear you talking and you sharing the fact that you are trying to be there for people, sometimes, like for example, the example that you shared of that guy in Bangalore, how do you detach yourself from these conversations after the call? Because you have been someone who has also gone through this, right? I know when I talk to a friend about something like that, it also takes a toll on me. How do you detach yourself?
So basically, with the counselor team, we always thought like, okay, in a day, let's say on Saturday, Sunday, we sat and start having a call. Again, call limit time is not depend on us. It depends on the person, how longer it goes. One call I recall by one girl, kind of relation status thingy, and it goes 3 to 4 hours because girl want to talk about mother-in-law, father-in-law, everyone in the family. It goes longer, and I was listening it. Completely at the end, I was dragged by my own energy. So then everybody have a different in the counselor team. Somebody want high music. For me personally, whenever I finish one call, peacefully, I take shower. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I'm the one like I go to shower and I said, okay, it's done. Move next one.
But I mean, you need to have something to sort of someone. Because you need to build your own energy up to be able to share that with others.
And again, one thing what I have learned that you try to be their friend, but don't be dependent one. Don't make them dependent also. Otherwise, we have, Bhaiya, I just want to talk with you. I respect you. I love you, I understand you, but you have to grow up also. There are many good people. Because if you find one good people, if you say one good place, this is the best place, this is the best restaurant, but there are millions of best restaurants. So they have to experience that also. So I said, I'm your friend.
But you have many more friends.
You have many more friends coming. Many more friends are coming. Many more good things are coming. So you also have to move on. So I guess for personally, I take hot shower every time. And I try to do social detox also, just to calm myself. And that's how I help.
So now we have to move on from this. I want to also understand, a boy from Surat, when he goes to Germany, finds himself in a very different place, slips into depression because of the environment around, finds himself again. That journey in itself, I mean, what were those days like for you till your sister came and asked you the why? Before that, what was Abhishek like?
So, okay, Abhishek was a silent, innocent, shy, very introvert guy sitting in the corner of some places where nobody bothered to talk with him. And childhood was very depressing, torture, mental trauma. Again, judgmental part was there. Again, I was the kid who bring the dabba tiffin in the school, and I have a friend who brings the canteen. So again, that kind of trauma always pressure me that I'm not cool enough. This word was very much in my mind. I'm not cool enough. When I flew down to Germany. I was in my teenager. I don't know what the pub means, how the clubbing means to me, how the relation goes here, how much time you have to give to your friends or studies. So I was very new to the environment, very new to the exposure of the world, because you are directly jump from the small town directly to the place of international people, and you don't know. There are many questions were going around. You are from India, you worship cow, you have this thing, India is developing. So you always have trauma. Okay, why with me? Why about my country? Everything was there, and slowly it going bad also. Again, I never been to hostel, so I was very like a pamper kid at home in that sense. So while you are coming out, you think, acha, I have to share the things, I have to share room with someone. There were very up and downs, conflict happened. So that all traumatized me, and I said, I'm not cool enough to live in this world. I'm not normal kid. Nobody likes me, nobody calls me. If I don't go in club and I don't drink, that is uncool. So I faced many things, and people started saying, ye to aisa hi hai, nobody bothered to ask why. Again, nobody bothered to take a handshake and say, bhai tu jaisa aisa mast hai. Nobody wants to say that. And right now I met hundreds of people, and I said, you are looking the best person, you are the best how you are. That's the reason God has made us so different. His creativity is superb. If he want everybody look like a celebrity, you won't be the CEO of company. So we all are superior in ourselves. So I have learned this slowly after passing this many years and different activities. To own and to make myself proud. So I'm proud to say 90s kid. I'm proud to say on the stage that I felt depression. I felt to kill myself. I was the one who just thought to jump from my hostel window. So I'm very proud to say now that, because I say, if my negativity will give someone's positivity, I'm happy to share my negativity. So
no, that how I look at it is that when I hear you proudly claiming that you had those thoughts, but you fought that thought and you have arrived to be your own person, and that is your achievement at the end of the day. And I have to tell you, I'm so proud that you did not succumb to all of that, because I know exactly.
Credit goes to my sister. So she felt something was missing in me. I wasn't sharing, I wasn't picking up call. She asked me to flew down to London to meet her. So it was her all planned. So I was like, I love your managing, man. I love how you organize everything. So I flew down to London, and she said, okay, let's go for a coffee or something. So we went, and she took me to one of the doctor. Again, here the main mystery part is, I was 23, doctor hold my hand, and she found like, oh, the stress level is high, your pulse is high. She asked me, you're 23, you are international student, everything is going, at the 23, we don't know how life look like, but you are pretty blessed. I said, I'm blessed. I wanted to share my concerns, but I said, what Didi will think, that's like Indian ethic, what my sister will think about me. Later on, I didn't spoke a single word to doctor. While coming in the car, my sister played a game, and she tried to put all the good thoughts in me. Oh, you have a good parents, you have a good friends, you have a good uni. Then I said, okay, this is missing. So that how look like, when I talk to my friends, said, yeah, Papa is doing great, everything is fine, but I had a bad relationship. I have gone through the failure of exams. So I have learned that finding a mistake or one missing part and giving that appreciation is very valuable. Yeah. So when I spoke to my sister, it was 25th of September 2017. Wow. Yeah, so I spoke to my sister, and I felt she will slap me. Proper Bollywood drama will be starting, so I thought she will slap me now, but rather to do any action, she become a good listener, So that's what we have on the Moksha website also. Being a good listener is the best and good advisor. So we want more listener than advisor. And then I come out, and then she encouraged me to do whatever I want to do. I flew back to Germany, and I did show with the British Council. I spoke about my failures. I'm proudly saying, okay, I was a kid. I ordered tablets from Amazon. I'm proudly saying I had that sleeping pills and everything, and I spoke on the stage, and then video went viral. And then I realized my friends were like, bhai, mujhe bhi dikkat hai. I also felt that. And I connected that I'm normal. I'm normal like you all. Everybody have up and downs. And that gave me more courage to work, that we all are normal. Otherwise, I was thinking I'm like different zone kid,
No, you definitely are not. And I want to understand now lastly that, you have dabbled with like example, like you're doing Moksh Foundation, and of course you're a pharmacist yourself, and then you also work with the European Union with as a youth delegate. How are you managing sort of everything together?
Yes, so many people ask me like, why you want to do many things? I said, because I'm super stupid. I don't know one thing. I'm not superior in one thing, so I'm trying every bits of thing because I'm a grabber. I love to grab the opportunity whatsoever the come in, whatsoever the way. So like the same way, I'm glad to be here and grabbing the opportunity to sharing my words.
Yeah.
So I got opportunity to go to European Parliament. It was just 3-day trip to do the stimulation. I went there proudly saying I'm a brown guy, proudly I'm holding an Indian passport. I was very happy. Again, I started talking with him. If you look to my childhood, I was very shy, introvert. I thought like what people will judge. You know, if I say something, they will judge to my outfit, they will judge to my skin color, whatsoever. But now I'm happy to talk, I'm happy to share words. So I went to Parliament, I connected with all the best peoples across the globe, and slowly they started giving me the opportunity. European Parliament thought, okay, this guy has some passion to do. I did 6 months course. Slowly Indian Embassy recognized that. So I got award from Indian Ambassador, and you know, like representing India at the high level.
You also met PM Modi, right?
Yeah, so basically I selected as European Youth Delegate. So when you select as a Youth Delegate, you met 124 Youth Delegate across the globe. So I met many our neighboring country delegates, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. I gave interview for Pakistan News Channel. I work for UNICEF. I try my best to go to United Nations in New York to give speech in front of Mr. Bill Clinton. And Mr. PM Modi flew down to Germany for some visit, and I got invitation to meet him personally. So I was superior happy that, okay, now India is appreciating the youth. So I'm glad that, okay, I'm trying. And again, what we have learned is only engineering is good, only doctor is good, only CA is good. Politician is hard field or acting is hard field, but I said every field have the best things. You know, you have to just find the best fruits in the tree.
Yeah, and you are doing everything. I mean,
I'm trying my best.
You're doing everything. Yeah. But thank you so much for your words today, Abhishek.
Pleasure.
I think that the youth will get inspired to not lose focus and just believe in themselves. Eventually.
Yeah, trying my best. Yeah.
So lastly, if you want to advise someone, like the youth of the country, as someone who has dealt with things, what in one sentence, if you want to tell them, what would that be?
So if it would be one sentence, it would be like, acceptance is the best gift you can give to someone. That's a one-line thing. Accept the people they are, expect how they look, how they talk, what they talk. If they don't talk also, many people say, I'm introvert. I say, you are moon, you know. Moon is always calm. People like sun, but people also said, oh, I'm feeling warm. So be like cool, be like sun, whatsoever. Just be yourself and accept the people how they are in whatsoever manner, whatsoever the field. If they are into art also, they become the Picasso, you know. So lovely. You are the best as you are.
Lovely. Thank you, Sek. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yes, now. So now before you go, Abhishek, of course, we want you to sign this as a token of appreciation.
Wow. Oh, okay.
And we want to sort of keep this moment in, memorize this moment basically. Okay. So please help us with your autograph.
Yeah. Apart from autograph, I guess I will write the 3 point, which will be the reflect of my life, or which is reflecting Moksh. It's light, peace, love.
Lovely.
That's the only three things we want in the life. So I guess that would be more beneficial.
Lovely. Okay, thank you. Live life.
Light, peace, love.
Light, peace, love. Nice.
Perfect. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. So that was Abhishek Buddhadev with me on the WitChat. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.